Morning, Ashley.
Hi.
We'll give a minute for everyone to join. Okay, are you with the group still with everybody in Portugal? Yeah, okay.
I am. Yes.
Okay. I'm sure everyone's I had a little technical difficulties too. Great. Hello, Delphine. Welcome to day three of our energy reset and tapping into applied neurology and our chakras. So today we're going to build on what we've been learning so far. I'm just going to do a quick recap. So we're looking at the seven major energy centers. Today's day three, so we're at the solar plexus, which is just above the belly button.
I
We
know
looked at
it's
the
hard
root.
for us too.
Okay. Um, can everyone hear me okay?
I can, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, great. And if you don't mind just muting yourself
I
until
will.
we'll open up for a quick Q&A in a little bit. So just to recap, this is Trish Mangold, holistic health practitioner, and I'm thrilled to be on day three. We're working with the solar plexus today. It's just above the belly button. Um, just to recap, we've looked at the root chakra. The mantra for that is I am safe, grounded, and supported. We did a balancing applied neurology exercise with that. Yesterday we did day two, the sacral chakra. I am creative, sensual, and emotionally free. This is connected with those elements of our energy and our emotional and physical well-being. Today is the solar plexus. This is associated with the color yellow, and it's related to being confident, powerful, and self-directed. We are working with applied neurology, and because it saves time, 2 or 3 minutes of a single drill can outperform a 60-minute foam roller session. If you're working on stretching to improve range of motion or decrease pain, um, it provides lasting results. It works with the the cerebellum part of the brain and the nervous system, recalibrating the nervous system. So when we feel safe and supported in our body, we're able to heal and tap into rest and digest. And the body lets go of tension and compensations. Um, Applied neurology rewires injury patterns, so we're building new neural pathways to outperform, to go around old injury and default patterns. We enhance our functional movement and we support emotional regulation. So that's just a quick recap. And today we're building on the foundations and fundamentals that we've been covering. Today we're going to look at a baseline neurological test. And what this is, you're going to have a choice of three different movements. And this is going to give you a baseline. I want you to choose one of the movements, one of the three optional movements. Each movement is going to tap into the vestibular, which is the balance, which is part of our inner ear canal, the visual, as well as the proprioceptive system. So these are the three systems that applied neurology works on to help we rewire the brain and our neural pathways. And it's easy to do, low effort. When you do the drill, I'm looking for range of motion and any sensations or restrictions that you feel in the body. And well, you are looking for that. It's a self-assessment. You're not going to your maximum like pushing. I want to say like a level 3 out of 10 for as far as pushing something. So one of the three exercises it's your choice. I encourage you to stick with the one of these three for today. You're going to have a neck rotation test, an optional spinal rotation test, and you can do that seated or standing, both of those. And the other one is forward fold test. So you're just looking for your range of motion, what you get comfortably. You're not pushing it. You're just looking at a level 3 kind of, um, you know, range of motion test. So the idea is that you're going to do this baseline test first, and then we'll do the neurology drill, and then you'll do the baseline test again to see if you're the same, if you get the same sort of restriction, or if you improve, if you get a bigger range of motion, or if it's worsened. So sometimes you can get one of those three results. And maybe if it does go worse, maybe that specific one of those three, whatever three of those out of the three baseline movements that you chose, maybe that's not the right baseline test for you to pick. So you can maybe tomorrow, if you get a worse evaluation after doing the drill, maybe you pick one of the other evaluation tools, baseline test moves. So is everyone with me? Is that clear? Anyone have a question so far? Okay, cool. So today is the sacral chakra. And first I'm gonna go back to our beautiful yoga deck here by Sahara Rose. We're gonna look at Manipura is the Sanskrit word for the sacral chakra. This is just a few inches above your belly button. So we had our root chakra that was in the base of our pelvic bowl area. Then we had our sacral chakra, which is just below the belly button, probably like 3 finger widths below. And now we're having our solar plexus chakra, which is about 3 finger widths above our belly button. So the solar plexus chakra, this is the beautiful illustration that comes along with our yoga deck. And the solar plexus chakra, I said, is associated with the color yellow. So if you can invite the color yellow, you can wear yellow, you can eat yellow foods. These all are things that can help activate that energy in your solar plexus chakra. So when we're in balance with our solar plexus, in that energy in our solar plexus chakra, here's the description from the yoga deck. You have come to a place where you know exactly who you are. Gone are the days of confusion and blurred lines between your truth and expectation of others. You've grounded in your essence and built the foundations for your empowered self. You've had to let go of many friendships and relationships that were no longer serving you to get you where you are, and it was all worth it. Now is your time to really go after what you want in life. What do you care about? What lights you up? How do you want to serve? Meditate on these questions and take action on what comes up. So these are powerful questions. What lights you up? What raises the hair on your neck? And how do you want to serve? I think that's part of our purpose and joy in life is to bring our gifts to the world. And what do we care about? What matters to us? So conversely, when we're a little disharmonized and dysregulated in our solar plexus chakra, it can feel like it is easy to lose sight of who you are and when the world is pulling you in a million directions. Your solar plexus is low. You feel unsure about what you really want. Take time apart from others, especially those who are trying to direct your path, and figure out who you are outside of everyone else. Explore new topics, read new books, travel to new places, immerse yourself in new culture. It is time for you to unlearn all that you've learned so that you can become all that you really are. So, we can all get tied up in cultural expectations in the roles that we play in life, wife, mother, daughter, and the roles that we play in our jobs. And if it's not lighting us up, maybe we just look within and see where we can expand and what roles we can let go of and expectations we can let go of to step more into our truth. So I'll just go over those 3 baseline movements again. We have a neck rotation test. So I'm going to demonstrate it. You can do it seated, legs uncrossed. I encourage you to kick your shoes off and get grounded, sit tall. So the neck rotation is just slowly turning your head left to right and observing how far you go and how it feels. Is there any stiffness, any tension, any tightness, any dizziness? So you can either choose the neck rotation test, or you can choose the spinal rotation test, and you can do this seated or standing. Sometimes if you have arms on your chair, it might be more difficult, but cross your arms over your chest, gently twist your torso from left to right, and notice any range, ease, or restriction. So maybe focus your eyes on something in the room to see how far you're going left or right. So that would be your baseline test if you're choosing spinal rotation. And the third one is a forward fold. So that's standing. And then everyone can try this since everyone seems to be. So standing with your feet. I like to do it with your feet about a fist width apart and your feet are parallel. So if you imagine putting your fist between your feet, that's how, hip width apart is approximately your fist width. And standing tall and then gently taking a forward fold to touch your toes as far as you can. So you notice any tension in the back legs or how far you reach. So choose one of these 3 exercises, the neck rotation, the spinal rotation, and forward fold, and decide which one you're going to use for your baseline movement before we do our drill for the solar plexus. So go ahead and pick your one and note where you're looking, whether it's spinal rotation or neck rotation. If there's something, a spot you can focus on in the room to give you your baseline, because after we do the drill, we're going to repeat this baseline test and see if it's improved, if we get a better range of motion, if it's the same, or if it's worse. Are we with me? Is everyone clear on what we're doing? Thumbs up? Okay sign? Okay, cool. Smiles, I love it. Okay, so now the drill today for our solar plexus is, the chakra theme for this is the confidence, identity, power, movement, digestion, sexuality. Oh, sorry, no. Confidence, identity, power, motivation, and digestion. And today our applied neurology is going to be core taps and a tongue circles. So the solar plexus governs our digestion, our willpower, and tapping or lightly, tapping, we're going to tap lightly around our belly button. And this engages core muscles and activates our center of power, our power center. So tongue circles are going to stimulate cranial nerves and related to the gut-brain connection, especially the vagus nerve, and helping recalibrate digestion and assertiveness. And the energetic alignment enhances personal agency, supports healthy boundaries, and reclaims confidence. Sounds good, right? Okay. So I'm going to just explain how to do, so did everyone do their drill? Have you picked your forward fold, your neck circles, or your spinal twist? So let's all do our baseline before I explain the exercise. So do you want to take just 30 seconds or a minute to do your baseline? Okay. Now, so you can sit tall with your spine upright. We're going to use our fingertips to tap lightly or drum around the belly button, the solar plexus area, the upper abdomen. We're going to do this for 45 seconds. And breathe deeply while you're doing this. Focus on rhythmic, gentle pressure. Bonus points if you feel like closing your eyes and just focusing your energy on your solar plexus area. Perhaps take a few deep inhales, feeling your belly expand, and contract your belly button, contracting back towards your spine. And maybe one deep inhale and a hum breath out. We'll do two more rounds of the humming. Visualizing maybe a color yellow, breathing in yellow into their solar plexus area. Okay, come to rest with your palms upright in your lap. And now, as I'm going to explain this next part of the drill first before you do it. We're going to close our mouth and press our tongue against the inside of our lips. We're going to sit tall and really relax our shoulders and jaw. You want to really release that tension. First, I want you to just move your jaw side to side. And just allow your facial muscles to relax and any tension that you're carrying in your neck and shoulders to release. Maybe just 1% more. We're going to close our mouth and you kind of, it's not a hard pressure. You're just moving your tongue around your lips. Does that make sense? So your lips softly close. Moving your tongue around your lips in one direction. So trace slow circles around the inside of your lips and teeth. 5 times clockwise, and then 5 times anti-clockwise, or counterclockwise, as some people like to say. slowly, and stay relaxed in the jaw. Okay. This is stimulating your cranial nerves linked to digestion and the gut-brain communication and activates personal power and digestive fire. So now we're going to go back to our test, whether you were forward folding, neck circles, or spinal rotations. So I invite you to go back, make sure you're crossing. If you were doing the spinal rotations, keep the same arm crossed on top. And go ahead and see if you can, what your range of motion is like. Are you increased? Is there less tension and strain? Are you the same or is it worse?
Okay, Trish, that's freaky. It's like so much better.
I know, it's weird.
How cool is
Like
that?
so much better.
Yeah.
That is so bizarre. Like my right side was like locked, and now it's
Right.
like, oh, it's free.
Wow, way better. What crazy. Oh my God.
Super powerful. So yeah, I wanted to bring this baseline test to day 1 and 2, but for our sake of time, I just wanted to get the foundations, but go back and revisit day 1 and day 2 and do your baseline test first. This blew my mind. That's exactly why I'm getting certified in applied neurology now, because I'm like, whoa. Yeah. I mean,
Very cool.
yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to experience a similar shift because for me, it's been a game changer so far, and I've only been doing it for like 2 weeks.
And you're already teaching it.
And I'm already teaching it. Well, I'm constantly learning and I'm always sharing because that's my part of my way to serve, and it lights me up, and I love to help people feel better too in their body. So, and Rachel mentioned the other day when we first started yesterday morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, she just went through her 7-day rainbow gut and liver cleanse. And I'm reading the book called Metabolical right now. If you guys want to do a book club, oh my gosh, this book is also blowing my mind. It's so good. It's written by a doctor, and he was a physician for like 30, 40 years. And he's just bringing a lot of juicy stuff to light. Metabolical. So I brought that up. The experience that we can do working with our nervous system is huge, and working with rewiring our brain is huge to pattern disrupt the stuff that we want to let go of and embrace a different version of ourselves. So I think when we really restore our nervous system to make it feel safe and relaxed and improve digestion, it's the name of the game when it comes to improving our health and well-being and our vitality and building resilience. So we have a bigger bandwidth to deal with life stressors because life is inevitable to happen and stuff happens. But we have a greater bandwidth when we're coming from a place of rest and digest and repair. And when we can incorporate these 2 or 3 minute drills in our lives throughout the day, just imagine how it can compound when we make this part of our lifestyle. So whether you do it before you brush your teeth or floss or whatever you're already doing in your life, attach it to something you're already doing. And that's one of my little hacks to build and make it part of my daily routine. So tomorrow we're going to look at the heart chakra. And again, we'll do our baseline test. And so today, did anyone feel not an improvement if it was worse or just the same? And that's okay too. And maybe you just did the wrong drill. I love it. You're yawning, Pamela. Your nervous system is totally in the zone.
I know I've yawned like 7 times already.
I love it. And I hope it's not just jet lag.
No. I haven't flown home yet, so.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're still on European time. Well, it's wonderful. I'm so thrilled that you all experienced a little bit of shifts because I think once we understand the why we're doing something, how to do it, and then the fact that it only takes 2 or 3 minutes and you don't need any equipment, I mean, there's no excuses really, right? So let's have it stack that. Well, is there any other shares or things that you want me to touch on or anything that came up for you? Or so I'm curious, who did neck rotations? 3. Oh, everyone loved the neck rotation. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I did spinal twist the first time when I tapped into this, and today I did spinal twist again. Yeah. But my neck.
Is it okay to do more than one? Because I did both.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful. But just as long as the purpose of it is to have a baseline test. So just as long as you remember what your range of motion is and what it felt like before, so that you can retest it after you do the drill.
So every day that we do this one, do we go through the exercise to see which one we need to do the most?
As far as each chakra activation?
No, like on this one, I mean, do we do the thing with the neck and which one's the tightest, or just to see which one we should do, or we can pick any one to do?
You can do that if you wish.
Mhm.
Yeah. And maybe that's an intention of setting like, hey, I want to improve my toe touch or my neck range of motion, but the idea is that you're just using one as a baseline to see if that exercise is if that drill is good for you. So sometimes if you have a worse outcome, if you're doing a drill and you did your test and then all of a sudden you're restricted, that particular drill isn't designed for your body in that moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So Trish, I mean, once we find out that it's good for us, because obviously all of us seem to have improved mobility, do we have to test every time still?
So you don't have to test every time, but it's also when you're introducing a new drill to your body, I would suggest testing. So you don't have to test every time. But if you've got a new injury or if something else is going on in your body, I would use the drill just to make sure that is working for your body. Because we want to be efficient with our time and effort, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, thank you. And then I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And I also will be announcing, well, I'll give you a little sneak peek. We're going to step into our flow state because I really love engaging with you guys on harmonium and I want to keep this momentum going. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be stepping into our flow state and I invite you all to tap into the Zen Cleanse Flow Kit. It's phenomenal. It works with the blood and lymph. And this is our sewer system and our blood is, transporting nutrients. So we need to move the waste out and bring up the nutrients. And it's beautiful for cleansing the blood and letting go of waste and stuff that's no longer serving us. So more to
Great.
come
I think
on
that's
that.
the only one I haven't done. So
Awesome. I'm halfway through the lung, Guy and I are, and we're going to do flow and then we're stepping into the kidneys. I'm so excited. So anyway, beautiful people, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your commitment and see you tomorrow and see you on Delphine's 1111 frequency shift.
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.